Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you all to Bali, the paradise island. First of all, please adjust your time since we are at a different time zone. The local time now is currently 9 a.m. Before I explain further information about our tour for today, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Meliantari. You can call me Meli. I'm your tour guide for today from Garuda Tour and Travel. And in today's tour, we have Mr. Kadek as our bus driver. Ladies and gentlemen, our destination today is Tenganan Village. Located in Karangasem Regency, it takes about 2 hours to get to Tenganan Village by bus. If all this time you still think that Bali only has beach tour and nightclub, then you are very wrong. Bali is a combination of natural beauty and culture that is always gored by its people. If you don't believe it, in a few minutes when you see the beauty of Tenganan Village directly, you will agree with me. Alright, now we have arrived at Tenganan Village. Well, Bali, or known as the island of 1,000 temples, has many unique attractions for tourists. Its cultural diversity is able to become a magnet for tourists to be amazed. Besides Tenganan Village that we have been visited yesterday, another most popular attraction in Bali is Tenganan Village. It is one of the Baliaga village or ancient Bali or Old Bali. Okay, before we explore the village, there are some rules and safety precautions that we have to respect. First, all of us should wear these special clothes in Tenganan Village. It's called kain geringsing. I hope you don't talk too loudly, don't say inappropriate things, and last but not least, remember to place all the trash in the garbage bin, or you can hold on your garbage until you reach the garbage bin. So now, please follow me to enter the gate of Tenganan Village. Ladies and gentlemen, Tenganan Village is one of the 3 villages in Bali, which is included in the Baliaga category. The meaning of Baliaga is a village of the island of Bali, where is the lifestyle of its people still guided by the rules and customs of the ancestral heritage from the era before the kingdom of Majapahit. In the Baliaga village, the architecture of the houses, meeting halls, and temples that were built strongly maintain the traditional rules that have been passed down from generation to generation. The characteristic of the Baliaga houses are made from a mix of red stone, river stone, soil, and have relatively the same size. Being in Tenganan Village feels like being transported to the past with a quiet traditional village atmosphere and away from the noise. Another unique thing is that the marriage system applied in Tenganan Village adheres to the parental system and provides an equal rights and degrees for women and men as heirs. In contrast with Balinese culture or customary rules in general, which gave men as the main heirs. The residents of Tenganan Village are also bound by customary rules that require every citizen to marry only fellows on the Tenganan Village. Other customary rules regulate the management of natural wealth, such as the prohibition on selling land outside the village and the prohibition against making, saving, and loans from banks. And in logging, there is a complicated process. Residents have to report to traditional elders to cut any trees because they are not allowed to cut any trees that is still alive and in a well condition. With these rules, they can avoid the discrimination of felling trees, and customary rules will certainly be applied if the residents of Tenganan Village violate these rules. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we are very lucky because here a very famous festival is being held in Tenganan Village. There will be a typical tradition of Tenganan village, which will be a tourist attraction that will be showed. They are Meayunan and Perang Pandan tradition. Perang Pandan or Pandan War is one of the tradition carried out to honor the god Indra or the god of war. Perang Pandan is a part of Saseh Sembah ritual. Saseh Sembah ritual is the biggest ritual in Tenganan village. This tradition is held for once a year or every 5th month or in Saseh Kalima according to the traditional calendar of Tenganan village. The duration of this Pandan War is about 3 hours. Perang Pandan tradition carried out by using thorny pandan leaves as tools or weapon for war. The participant of Pandan War also use a shield. This shield is used to protect themselves from enemy attack. It is made from woven rattan. Perang Pandan tradition accompanied by gamelan seloding. Seloding is a musical instrument in Tenganan village which can only played on a certain event and only played by the purified person. The other tradition is Meayunan. Meayunan is a traditional swing game for people in Tenganan village. This tradition only held once a year as a part of Saseh Sembah ritual. It's usually done after the Perang Pandan tradition. This swing is played by 8 young girls. They sit in the swing. On the left and right side of the swing pole, 2 young men were in charge to spinning the swing. The spinning of this swing is a symbol of life that continues to spin. Sometimes we are at the bottom and sometimes we are at the top. Okay, later when the event has started, I will remind you not to stand or watch too closely for the sake of the event and for our safety. And do you remember about the clothes that I gave you at the beginning of our tour? Okay, while waiting for the show to start, I will explain a little bit about the specialty of that cloth. It's called kain gringsing. Kain tenun gringsing is one of the ancestral heritage that still survives until this day. Gringsing comes from the word gring, which means sick, and sing, which means no. So gringsing means no pain. Tenganan people believe that the gringsing cloth is a gift from the god of war, god Indra. The process of making gringsing cloth is very difficult and requires extraordinary perseverance from the beginning of manufacture. Okay, just a reminder, we will gather again at 4 p.m. at the entrance because the show is about to start right now. So, happy watching and please enjoy the show. Alright, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. Now we are already at the bus and our one-day tour has just finished. I hope all of you enjoyed the tour. And how was the tour? Anybody still remember the places that we have been visited? On behalf of Garuda Tour and Travel, I would like to thank you for joining this tour. I hope it becomes a memorable tour. We do apologize for any inconvenience, and before we close the tour, I would like to ask you to fill in the questionnaire in order to improve our coming program. If you have finished answering the questionnaire, I'll give your tickets. I'm Meli. Thank you so much for your kind attention and see you at the next places and times. Thank you.